Check it out, check it out. Got supplies on supplies, and we're ready, as you can see. Yeah. So we're gonna put all this together today, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for tuning in. I am the Aquatic Reef Guru, and I got a nice video for you today. Today's video is about starting this tank, and I need your eyes watching. I need you helping me out, right? At least watching, make sure I'm doing it right. So stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's get this tank started. So I went earlier today, this morning, picked up the water. It's just half of what I'm gonna use. I need to go there later on today and get the rest of the water. But check it out, look at it, boom shakalaka. So I'm not gonna use this right away. The green machine, the killing UV sterilizer. We're not gonna use this right away when we start the tank, but this bad boy, I'm super excited about. Just picked this up today. We're definitely gonna put the MPT on there. It's gonna go right there on the side of the tank. I'm gonna start off with just one for the 40 breeder. I went got the sand. Definitely 40 pounds, 40 breeders, so good amount of sand right there. I'm gonna use this to check my salinity level, my little reef hydrometer. You need one of these to start your reef tank. I'm gonna upgrade, of course, and get a better one in time, but that's just to get started. All right, we're at the halfway mark. I just have the rocks drying. I had to use a little bit more of the mortar to get this stuff to stick. So since I had to use a little bit more of the mortar, as you can see right here, got kind of sloppy with it, but it's all right. It's still drying right now, and I'm gonna let that sit for about a good hour. And while that's sitting, I'm gonna take this salt. We're gonna go ahead and go outside and mix this salt. I have a bucket sitting right there. As you can see, I'm gonna go pour all that water that I purchased. I'm gonna pour as much water as I can in that bucket outside and have that kind of mixing while this is drying. And yeah, we'll be adding the water soon or next. So, all right, everybody, this is day 3 of the fish tank. And I want to show you everything that I have going on here. So I'm gonna give you a nice little breakdown. I'm gonna show you the bad, the ugly, and the good. All right, so stick with me here. So, for starters, I built everything, myself. I didn't buy the stand or anything. Went to Home Depot, bought all the wood, even put these handles on to open the doors. When you talk about things like this, you wouldn't know this unless I showed you, but look at this. That and then that is different, of course, but guess what? The stand still works perfectly. Look at this. Look at this. Oh yeah, see? Look at that. Yeah, that's nice, right? You can agree, right? Yeah, that's nice. So that's one thing that is a flaw, this is my shelf space that I worked out. I still need to add stuff like this. This is the magnet that I plan on putting about right here. And this is so that when you close the door, it'll stick. A nice little magnet on there. But anyways, enough about the flaws, or one more flaw to show you guys, which I'm pretty sure you saw a hint of it. Yes, I do have a small leak going on back here. And instead of fixing it, on the first day I got this tank started, I haven't added a check valve to this return line yet. And I have the check valve actually right here. So I'm gonna put this check valve on there today. And that's why I haven't taken care of this leak yet. So after I put the check valve on there, I'll put some glue up here and it should stop the leak and we should be good to go. But other than that, let's go ahead and talk about this tank, you guys. So it's a 40 breeder, 40 gallons of water, and then we'll have a 20 long sump at the bottom. We're gonna start off with the overflow box, which I added on there about the day before the tank was started. So this overflow box, I believe, is rated at 438 gallons per hour, something like that, give or take. But yeah, so we got that going on. The only cord that you will see coming out of my tank is this, and that's the temperature probe, which I do have, you know, placed over here right on the side. You can see the tank is at 82 degrees. I kept the tank running a little bit hotter than usual, a usual Reef tank, because of the bacteria, and this is a brand new tank. So I'm following some of Dr. Tim's advice as far as, you know, cycling this tank. I've had fish tanks in the past, saltwater tanks. This is not my first rodeo as far as setting up a fish tank, but this is my first rodeo as far as recording and documenting every single step. So I recently purchased this MP10, the Vortec MP10, which I absolutely love this pump. And right now I have it on a pulsing mode. This is the Mighty Jet. This is controlling that return pump, which I have it at the lowest, I think it's almost at the lowest setting. And so as you can see, it's only using 12 watts of power right now. I did label, for example, like right here is my protein skimmer. I labeled that one. And let's go ahead and show you guys that, because we see that the tank is flowing. We do have a good amount of flow and movement at the top. I'm going to give you a top-down view. Look at that. Look at how clean that is. It's the only live rock I have in the tank right now, which is that one. It's the only live rock I have. But the return is coming up nicely. The only thing I am concerned about is I don't have a check valve on there. To clear it up, I did have a check valve, but that check valve, when I bought it, I guess didn't work. So I took it off, and I will be adding this check valve on there today. And then after that, there should be no more changes to the pipes. So let's go ahead and talk about this skimmer. Now this skimmer is brand new. So when I first bought it, all these bubbles was uncontrollable coming out in this cup, and it just wasn't working properly. And you should know that if you are buying a brand new skimmer, that it's not going to work properly when you first buy it, because you need to break it in. You need to let that skimmer, you know, do some work first. And so about 3 days later, this is what I have. The skimmer is working perfectly. This is overnight, and I didn't change the water yet because I want to show you guys. This is what my skimmer will collect in about, I slept a little over, I would say 9 hours last night. So this is what I would get basically after 9 hours of skimming. So basically, this is my gate valve back here. This is the main drain, and the water is coming down from right here. It goes down in this first chamber. Excuse this light that I have, which you can see down here. I have some ChemiPure light in a bag, and this other phosphate removal bag right here. And my first mechanical side, basically, of the filtration. The water flows over this first baffle, and this is gonna be my refugium side. Now, I went on ahead and ordered the starter pack from Algae Barn. So I'm just waiting on that so I can start seeding this tank with some copepods. I want to add the copepods first before I add the fish and everything. I still don't have a refugium light, which I plan on getting that in about a day or two. I'm going to put the refugium light right up here somewhere. I'm going to have it hanging right over this middle section. I do have one heater back there, as you can see, right over there. That heater is it's working pretty good. It's a brand new heater. I'm gonna buy another one used as a backup just in case that one fails. And on this side, so when the water flows over this baffle, I did put these foam pads in there. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah, there you go. You can see that. So I love it because it's gonna collect any of the debris that flows over, and it won't go down into this last chamber, which I did mark off where I want the water level at, but over the past 3 days, this is a very delicate fish tank, so I've had to, you know, kind of play around with where the actual water level will be. But as you can see, the return pump is working like absolutely phenomenally. It's like perfect. pushing that water to the top. Don't mind the Slurpee cup from 7-Eleven. I was just gonna use that as a backup in case this was gonna overflow, you know, too much. Then I would have basically plugged this up to my skimmer and then just had that flowing into the Slurpee cup if it was gonna be a problem, but I see it's not a problem yet, so I don't need to add that. But as you guys can see, this is my sump, and the way I have it running, I do have this light for right now just because I haven't bought the refugium light and I haven't put any lights in my stand yet. I don't know how I really want to do that because I really want to control this algae before it becomes a problem. But as you can see, this skimmer is working perfectly. It's already pulling out the bad water and separating from the good water, you know. So this drain right here that's barely trickling down over this foam pad, this is my emergency drain. In case my main drain fails and it gets clogged in some way, then it's still gonna flow down this second drain right here and go down into this pipe. I haven't necessarily worked it out yet as far as what I really want going on with this emergency drain, so I'm gonna just leave it like this, and if it starts making a loud splash, then I already know that, you know, the emergency drain is kicked in and my main drain must be clogged. But as you guys can see, hopefully you get a nice little overview of the fish tank. You see that everything is running. This is your 3-day update. The beauty of this 40-gallon. Oh yeah, I cannot wait to add fish to this tank. All right, you guys, so this is my 3-day update for the fish tank. I'll be adding more videos as long as I add more things to the fish tank, or each week, you know, I'm gonna do a weekly update. When I do my water change, I'll go ahead and drop a video for you guys. So stay tuned. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, you wanna go ahead and subscribe. Don't miss out on any new content I drop. All right, especially if you got a fish tank yourself, you wanna be subscribed to this channel. Follow my Instagram. I'll leave a link in the description. That's where I usually post a lot of things first, and then I'll make a video and post it here next. So go ahead, go to Instagram, follow the Instagram, go ahead and message me and let me know what type of tank you have and what you recommend as far as starting off the stock with this tank. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.